All right, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, men and women, welcome to Mobile Legends Nigeria's League Season 4. We are in week, correctly now we are in week 3, and this is day number 1 of week 3. Starting off the match today, we have none other than Alpha Zero facing off against El Cartel, the one and only. Anyways, guys, make sure to share the screen and drop a like because yeah, tonight is gonna be great for real. So anyway, without further ado, I think the match is set and ready to go for the band phase as we move on. Anyways, guys, sorry, our stream has some little bit minor issues, so we won't be able to give you the best of performance tonight. But I hope you enjoy the stream still. I'm streaming from my mobile device, so all the same, and I wish this goes well for everyone. Give me a sec while I set this.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. Still waters run deep. Ayabasa, Sanjo.
Make my heart wish.
Butterflies born by thy wish, guided by lantern's light.
I am not the only one bound by these chains.
Alright, so we are back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. In case you're joining us, please make sure to like the stream and subscribe to Mobile Legends Nigeria. Also, stay tuned for the shots and all that. Keep the chat active, keep the chat going because yeah, tonight is going to be great. Anyway, first of all, let me see Alpha Zero's getting that Sicilian banned out the link, and also the Zonshini getting banned by the side of Team Alpha Zeros. While we have the Fovius, Ayabusa, and Suyo, I mean to say, getting banned by the side of Team El Cartel. First off, we see Zadi picking up that Kali, pretty much one of the strongest XP laners right now in the game. You don't want to leave that Kali open, you know, because yeah, it's gonna be a disaster for you. Saiyan on that edit. Why Conquest locking in that Mathida? Pretty much they're going for an alpha jungle maybe, because I think that's where the Mathida shines the best, you know. Going for that alpha jungle pretty much makes us shine the best basically. Let's see what Alpha Zeros will pick in the response. We see the Vexena being picked up by Chimera himself. Pretty much, I think it's the second time he's making his debut here in the Mobile Legends Nigeria League Season 4. And I think the first game was pretty much smooth. You saw how they pretty much just kept the victory from the hands of their opponent the last match. Anyway, Boye locking in with that clinch, his signature pick.
Snowflake's breath.
As Cartel responds with the Aurora pick. Oh, I sorry about that. I had to check something real quick.
For honor!
We are down onto the last band phase of this game number 1. In case you don't know, this is game number 1 starting up. We have Alpha Zero facing off against El Cartel.
I've been waiting for too
Kerry
long.
getting banned.
Muscle of iron.
Got to catch her in
Bones of
response.
steel.
What with Diablo pick in response? What will they ban? Pretty much the jungle is still open. I would have suggested they ban the alpha to be honest.
Even the
But we
strongest
see
of
the Bane
turrets
get
fail
banned
to claim
instead.
me.
Ali pick.
Cast.
Yeah, pretty much
Alpha is
saw that
online.
coming, you know. I saw that coming. Because yeah, just see the Matilda is pretty much obvious. You're gonna go with the alpha. Because yeah, that's the only you like can compensate with alpha pretty much for that mobility and all that, diving in and out of that team fight. Then we see Aqua locking in on that, showing up that S-Bug already from the start. Diablo locking in onto the Lolita.
I will protect you.
Aqua having a diminishing. I know we're gonna go for the S-Bug regardless because yeah, you need something to really buzz down that you know, to keep the sustain going to counter match the alpha as well. And yeah, S-Bug is the man to do the job perfectly well. Super hatred showing up that most move. Don't know what the hell is that. Sorry guys. I'll be back.
Victory is in sight, soldier.
Sorry about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen the picks, we've seen the ban. I hope the poll is up live there in the comments. So make sure you give your predictions right for who's gonna win game number 1, you know. Pretty much both teams have solid drafts right now. I can't really tell, you know. From the picks and bans so far, we see that El Cartel has the early game advantage right now, but then again, it all comes down to how well you play it, you know. So let's see what they have cooking for us tonight. Because yeah, indeed, the only thing we serve in Nigeria is fried jollof rice, no meat. You have to chop that jollof, you know.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back
5
in the
seconds
game.
till the enemy
Number
reaches
1.
the battlefield. Smash them.
Pretty much everyone, pretty much not locked in
All troops deployed.
on that. Alright, we're back. You see that early game mid lane. Should I say wombo? Early game wombo coming out from both teams, but then again, nothing much should be expected from that fight. You just call it here in Nigeria. I think we call it the initial grad. But then again, we see some fights coming in. The mid lane once again, Conquest already pushed up on 50% HP. He's gonna back out from that fight basically. Aqua going for the end, even into the jungle of Team El Cartel. Since Voidaka is not online tonight, so pretty much this is game number 1, guys. Apazeros versus El Cartel. Playing the jungle, pretty much see Khalid was walking that kill in the top lane, off camp kill onto the edit. Like I said before, Khalid is one of the strongest XP laner currently, you know. You see a pulse coming out from the side of team El Cartel there. I'm gonna take a short break while the pulse is live. Alright, I think the pause is over and the game is about to resume. Like I said, there are nothing much to be expected in the early game, you know. Fight coming up. Khalid goes in with the ultimate, not able to secure anyone. Pazego secures the turtle for themselves with 1 kill. Chimera gets the kill onto Conquest, still not backing down though. Gonna go in for the jungle of Alpha, pushing away from that fight. And it comes from the back. That won't be enough to force the side of Team El Cartel. Sorry about that. That pick up the kill onto Ixia, still not done yet though. You know, back up with that leg. Zero's already on a 3-0 lead in terms of kills. I already see a 2k good lead already. That's pretty much not good to have going in invading. Tourney with that much invade coming up from the S-Bog, both the S-Bog and is should I say the Alpha is pretty much on the same team right now. Then just locking onto Matilda back up from that fight. Senses the danger, but then gets pulled back by the Alpha. Not much can be done. It backs out from that fight. That regen coming up from the car lead. Rita pops in the ultimate, locks in onto the Alpha, takes the kill onto that was pretty much chaotic, you know. Second thought is gonna be an easy beat for Team Alpha right now. 4 on the leader on the board already. 0 to El Cartel. Pretty much kind of zone them away from this total fight, to be honest. That the lock on auto 2 gets the but won't be able to pull off a kill. Diablo goes in for the flick, wasted his flicker for just that kill, secures it though. Put them pretty much on a 4k gold lead right now. Conquest about to drop. Izanagi already on that killing spree. The first kill of El Cartel coming out onto Diablo there. Just pretty much showing them that yeah, we have to game and God is thinking our push. Alpha goes in for the kick, take out Chimera on the process. Pretty much by sending there, that's the penalty you have to face for it, you know. Sisterly within the bush to get that all locked in, but then again, I think it's gonna start with the locked in onto the Alpha. Let's go pop his ultimate as well. Fatma Armor bring pop. Pretty much his sprint is low, Aqua is low. Pretty much no one is gonna die regardless. Still going for the kill, pops his passive. When they get going for the skill auto sprint. Man, these fights are getting serious. One thing about, like, you know, one thing I love about Cartels is that their pressure, like, they like pressuring their team, their opponent, no matter if they are back or they are front or they are ahead. You always see that pressure coming up from the side of Team Alpha. We see Pragma Armor pop there for the side of Team Alpha Zeros. We're going to secure the kill onto all my sprint. Falls down, I think, no, he's going to back out from that fight with a flicker for the rescue there. So surprised that no turret has been taken down for the side of Team Alpha Zeros. I think down there. You see if I coming out from there to Alpha Zeros, giving up on that fight, looking for the kill. Boye secure the kill onto all my sprint. Sorry, Senyan, I mean to say. Pretty much, Cartel is pretty much doing at this point in time. They just have to just wait, you know, wait for that, wait to farm for that goal and pretty much cash up for that late game. Because yeah, they have pretty much lost the game. They're already on the new game phase right now. 70 seconds until the first blood spawns. I already see a 10k goldie coming out from Alpha Zeros right now. Chimera buying that reach the lantern. Sprint poking them one after the other. I think Cartel was Diablo's former squad before he came to Alpha Zero. Now watching him deal with his former comrades, it's pretty much fascinating to watch as well. Like Cartel just pretty much getting slow, waiting for that lord to spawn. Pretty much think Cartel pretty much have to shield. They have to contest for this lord, to be honest. They just have to wait and defend if they can. First turret from Alpha falling down in the bot lane. We see the Lord marching in from the top lane. How well can Alpha manage this minion wave crashing in from all sides? About to fall. Batman being popped, about coming out from Aqua himself. Pretty much the man that stands on behalf of Big Daddy Hades. Pretty much an easy game, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is GG. They try to get taken out by Aqua on that monster kill. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 1 down for the side of Team Alpha Zeros.
Victory!
After they pretty much had this in the bag, you know, like Zaddy for the MVP for game number 1. We see the Shokoli coming out from Saiyan and Icy, pretty much not impressive, but all the same, being able to secure that 2 kills is still something worthwhile, you know. Anyways, this is game number 1. I hope you guys stay tuned for game number 2. Alright, I think we're back, guys. Waiting for the last team from Team El Cartel. Fill up the lobby basically, so we start this game. Already 10:30 already. These guys should hurry up. We'll probably start with game number 2. Well, I think game number 2 is pretty much so. Alright, that was a little bit chaotic, how should I say? But regardless, game number 2 is about to start. We see a Cartel on the left, Oasis, sorry, don't know why I like Oasis this much, but regardless, Alpha Zero's on right.
Hayabusa, Sanjo.
See the Hayabusa getting banned there first.
Only love and night are everlasting.
Always on the way.
The Matida.
I am not the only one bound by these chains.
We all get bound by the side of Team Alpha Zeros. Very much think these 4 picks are pretty more solid right now considering the meta.
Chivalry is dead.
Then again, I think
will revive it.
the MPL this morning was pretty much chaotic. We see how Sicilian dominated. I very much had to say that yeah, they are just sleeping on that Sicilian basically, you know, because yeah, Sicilian is one OP pick, especially when you ally in farm. You're gonna do a lot of massive damage on that mid to late game when it starts to ult, you know. Anyway, we see the last bound from Team Alpha Zeros. What will it be?
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world.
Even the strongest of currents fail to claim me.
Both teams taking it slow and steady, not rushing their bounds, neither rushing their picks. Pretty much impressed for real. Or should I say I'm fascinated.
I might not be a lightning man, but I do know my trade.
I harness it.
muscle of iron.
Hope will find a way,
Steel.
even when all is forlorn.
It is in despair that I see the fondest
locking
hopes.
with that. The clean get banned. That's really much interesting to see. I didn't really expect them to ban the clinch.
Magic is
Picking up
my
that
life.
Bane, picking up that Gatokasha and the Vexena pretty much solidified for the side of team. Well, it all boils down to how well they use the heroes and their rotations, how well they synchronize and all that. Conquest. I think they have to take out yes, bro.
and watch the world burn!
Again, there's no
My mission is to protect lives.
Aqua can play no line. It's gonna be another disturbing pick. But then again, who am I to judge?
For honor!
They're getting banned for the side of team. It's been a while, you know. It's been a while since I saw the Barat XP lane, you know. But then again, Zagi locking it for the side of Team Alpha Zero. It was pretty much they trying to like test, should I say test? Trying to test comp right now against El Cartel. That's how much disrespect they have right now.
I will protect you.
Morita get locked up to counter the Bane. Conquest showing on
Time
that
and
block.
tide wait for no man, nor girl.
Hatred swiftly locking on onto that Beatrice. Really good idea though. Rafaela.
May the world come to life.
Rafaela get locked. The link is even up. That's interesting.
Has no equal!
Let me show you some cool tricks!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that. I'm back regardless. We see for the side of the Cartel, traffic is pretty much solid, but then again, I will have to say the Rafaela is sauce, you know. Rafaela looks sauce, but regardless, Chimera on that Valentina is pretty much another dope pick. Being able to copy the Bane or copy the Gatokasha, can even copy the Vexena as well and still do something decent and nice, you know. You know, every art in these, apart from the bridge is also useful as well. So yeah, the Valentina pick is pretty much another solid pick from the side of Team Alpha Zeros. But like I said, it all boils down to how well you can play, how well you can coordinate with your team.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Became Poki. The game dive of the conquest won't be able to meet its end at a point in time. The flicker for the rescue. Nothing much going on in the map right now. 10 seconds until the first total of the game spawns. Pretty much see Alpha Zeros having the higher gold lead right now. Pretty much balanced, I must say, but then again, everyone pretty much playing safe right now. Well, pretty much having the time of their life right now. They're not going for the goal, but won't be able to conquest down at that point in time. Apart from the third one for the side of Team Apazeri, take the turtle. Then go for the kill. Take the double kill coming from Alpha onto the cash area. Still able to walk away with that little. But then again, you get reflected back again, right back at Bane. That Guardian reflection, pretty much OP right now. We see Apazel pretty much in the zone of El Cartel, going in for the kill. Zupaite lock the kill onto Nathan. Boye dropped down. Face me for Aqua onto all my sprint, I mean to say. Total is up, and you see the blade kind of rotate up for it, or the white shirts of actual war regardless. Now before that thing by Hatred, when the Hatred spent belong to Diablo. We must use a pretty much solid fight for the side of people. People keep coming out from Hatred and make the mania get stolen by HC there. That pretty much sad. He's gonna fall free to try to push the mid lane. Try to come for the defense. Just that one fight, and yeah, Cartel pretty much turned it on their favor. Getting the double kill onto Saiyan, who my sprint pretty much running for his life right now, not able to sustain the damage being dealt to him. He's gonna drop down. Fire shoulder going for that, a shot down, giving Alpha Zero back the goal they lost. Not a white shot from Hatred there, but regardless. Backs out from that fight, go to the tap up. Going up on that on my springs. Spider pretty much fed right now, take the kill onto Diablo, but not able to keep up the damage, get taken out by Chimera there. I see boys silently pushing the top lane. Cartel really need to wake up. They had the game, they had the mojo going, but then again they've lost it. They lost that mojo they had at start, at earlier on, I mean to say. Pop it up, then you see the Lita coming out there as well. Shot down onto Zadi. But then again, get shot down by all my sprints. At any point in time, it's a 2-for-1, so pretty much in the favor of the side of Cartel. Cartel pretty much putting up a decent fight right now. It's pretty much fascinating to watch, you know. Then again, considering the game number 1, our table was just in the side of Alpha Zero, but then again, this game number 2 can't be anyone's game, ladies and gentlemen. This indeed could be anyone's game. Alpha Zero was trying to take it slow and steady. fight the grab from the back line after secure the ultimate, but then again we see 5 being bouncing as we're gonna drop first. No death here to contribute to get onto Aqua, going for the double, going for the triple. Oh my days. I think we must say that this glitch is gonna be trouble. And it's playing out pretty much smooth right now, as you can see. Locking on food, Alpha Zero. They're going up from Hatred. Is that gonna be a double? No. Yeah, I pretty much selling the game right now. Oh, Cartel pretty much saw the mistake they made in game number 1 and said, nah, this time we ain't playing. And indeed, they are showing us that, yeah, they are back in the game for serious actions. That Lord successfully defended. Coming out with 6 fighters back in the fight, eating about the kill with Kanega also coming out from Hatred. Oh, my sprint secures the key once again. El Cartel is pretty much awake, ladies and gentlemen. El Cartel is awake. Nothing more, but like I said, they were trying to experiment on El Cartel, and now they are facing of the news is popping onto most likely coming out. They should back out from that fight. I will strategize. Man of the match, Super Hatred. See him already on full stack on that Sky PSR. Pretty much wise. Just bossing them in and out. Full stack Sky PSR by Super Hatred. That really is insane. Sorry, I haven't shown you. Locking onto the back line, take the lock to the final team. El Cartel, one line coming out from Hatred. Is that a double? No. Oh my God, secure the kill. El Cartel is not done, ladies and gentlemen. They're still pushing in. They're still pushing in. The Lord catching from the mid lane after. I think this is easy, ladies and gentlemen. 2 man down for the side of the Alpha Zero. Wow, how will they defend this? I think Boy is still online, but will be able to secure that. They're doing their best. You're the Lord successfully to grab this one came in, but then again the boy falls down to the hand of Sprint. Lord, well defended. Kudos. That one from fantastic. Everybody coming up with fire shred. Yeah, this is really good. They're focusing on that day. I think this is ladies and gentlemen. El Cartel come back from game number 1 and say, yeah, we have to draw this. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2. Are you entertained by the looks of El Cartel? AC pretty much securing that MVP for a Cartel there. But the man of the match still is Hatred, you know, having that full stack on that Sky Pace. I pretty much obliterated everyone in the side of Team Alpha Zeros. 1-1. I will the table go. Anyway, guys, I think that will be all for game number 1. I hope you guys stay tuned for game number 2 while we get the teams ready in the lobby.
No one would be there to save you. You would be alone when hope was gathering together with the sun. Even though your back's to the wall. One strike, go cut the murky mind. Your blade swing one time. When clouds have cleared, sunlight can shine. One strike, the fight is yours. Now fill with your sword. There's endless power once you start. Never lose your heart. Tonight is dark and the shadows are deep. Who can protect the world? A light of hope shines in the dark. One strike, I swear by people's side. Keep faith just one time. I'm gonna light up all the fires. One strike for my desire. I light up so bright. Inside the power in my heart, I'll defend the world.
A darkness plagues this world, unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! It's Suyo! It's Suyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
What is this? Is the ceremony over?
Mommy, I'm scared.
What is that?
Let's get out of here!
Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here!
In their hearts, fear festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear. Through this mask, I see no fear.
Glacier's heart.
Sand rises when I give the word.
To live is to trick the Reaper.
I am not the only one bound by these chains. Still waters run deep.
Gaze upon the edge of the void.
Hello. Good evening, everyone who has joined us today for the second match of game 2, for the second match for game 1 of the second match of day 5, and this is going to be Mobile Legends Nigeria League season 4, and for those who joined us for game 1, we could see how Alpha Zeros and El Cartel really gave us a rather interesting match to see, a match that ended up in a draw. And I'm sure there are a lot of opponents out there that are very, very happy about the draw that we got in match 1. However, this is going to be the second match of today, the second and final match for today, and it's going to be Xenagogue versus Izanagi Alpha. And we can already see here full bans for both teams and the first 3 picks. Actually, it is interesting to know that the side of Izanagi Alpha actually picked the Link third and picked it into the Fulvius. You must have to be very, very confident to pick an assassin into the Fulvius, especially the Link into the Fulvius, considering how much the Fulvius quote unquote counters the Link. However, just a bit of backstory to both teams. And Izanagi Alpha, not Izanagi Alpha, pardon, Xenagogue are still unbeaten. Actually, they went up unbeaten facing Darkstars, you know, in the last match, and coming out, you know, very, very fresh. I think they did really well. That was 1-1. But it was a rather interesting match. Some people say they threw, some say they got overconfident and things like that. But yeah, Izanagi Alpha, who played one of the most entertaining games so far in the tournament against season 3 champions RNK, after, you know, going with back-to-back losses, actually shocked a lot of us after they came out, you know, on top in that match. You know, they had a very, very good team there, and everyone was really, really impressed, you know, hoping that they just brought, you know, more of that. And I think that wombo combo that they brought in the match against RNK is the same one that they are probably looking to. I thought they wanted to pull out the Lolita and the Hanabi combo, and it seems like we won't be having that. Might we get a show? We never can tell. But yeah, once again, thank you all for joining us. Sorry, the stream in the game 1 wasn't brought to you on time, but yeah, we are here now. Let me just go through the people who have joined us. Fars, Sprint, thank you for coming to stream. Shadow, thank you for joining the stream. Yes, I am Pixels, your caster. Juju, Sunless, and Egoist, everyone who has joined us for the stream. Is really, really nice to have you guys here. We do appreciate your continued support, and we do hope you stay steadfast, and just don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we're going to head straight into and yeah, we can see the for both teams here, we can see what they are going to be rocking for this game. It's going to be the Phobios, the Aurora, yeah, the Hayabusa actually for Danny in this game. Jay is going to be picking up that Clint and the Belleric from Krollo. I think Krollo is one Roma that I feel he just knows how to disturb opponents, especially in those neutral objectives where you want to secure it by all means. And firstly, there's a Belleric, a thorn, a literal thorn in your path. And I think he has shown time and again that if you do forget that there's a Belleric in the enemy team, then he's going to remind you, because it's going to be all up in your face and things like that. However, starting the game is going to be Hayabusa. He's going to start over on his red buff this time. And yeah, Ling is going to be starting on the red buff, actually opposite sides of the map. So I'm guessing the rotation is going to be Ling gets the blue buff and tries to go an early gank. I don't know if he's going to go top or bots, but we shall see, as the game progresses. And in the mid lane, we have, excuse me, in the mid lane we're going to have Faramis here. The Faramis and that Camilla are going to be the ones causing a lot of problems. And it's actually it's actually an interesting goal, because if the Camilla, same way she works with the Vexana, basically people that just have heroes that have that can deal that splash damage, or once the Camilla uses that curse of blood, it actually deals a lot of damage, considering how it bounces off enemies and things like that. So it's actually not a bad combo to pair up. That's the Faramis and the Camilla. However, we shall see how the side of Izanagi Alpha are going to pull this off, especially considering the fact that they do have the Hanabi in that gold lane for them. Ling here, I think, try to get an early gank, or just wants to take that EXP crab there. And Khalid, I think we all know Khalid is one hero that has popped up out. First blood actually in the top lane. There's going to be Ashura on the Hanabi, who is going to fall first, and the kill is going to go to Hayabusa, and that is how you want to start the game. Very, very early, picked up a first blood there, and that should give him a bit of an advantage come the next turtle, especially if he is going to go get his level 5 first before coming up. Ling is going to be just chilling in that bush here, trying to see if he can get some damage done onto the Aurora. She does have a passive, so it's interesting to see him actually committing to that. Ling is going to be the one to fall, followed by the Aurora. Does end up falling, but I don't think it's a worthwhile trade, honestly. Going down for the mid, and then the objective is going to go to the side of Xenagogue. Beautiful rotations there from Tata on that Phobios to come and ensure that they clean up that kill. And now the Ling is going to zone. It's going to be zoned away from his blue buff. Actually, he's going to come back and yeah, he's going to just get that blue buff. Fortunately, Xenagogue decides to take the disciplined route and just retreat. Hanabi here actually really low. It pokes from Clint. It actually dealing a really decent amount of damage already. And that is going to be the ult from the Belleric. I actually don't know what the ult is called. But yeah, that's going to be really popping that ult just to make sure Hanabi can't disengage. He does disengage. And I think that's going to be all. Camilla is going to be a bit low. But I guess that nothing is going to happen there. Just going to recall and you know, let Hanabi come back to the lane. However, I think there is going to be another gang get set up here in the top lane. Hanabi does not know that this is coming. The shadows used by Danny there on the Hayabusa plus the quad shadow will ensure they take down Hanabi for the second time. Frigid Glacier here by the Aurora. Ling trying to see if he could, you know, make a couple of moves there. Even the Netherrealm coming in late, but the Clint is already beginning to hurt. You know, just the passive shots is already dealing so much damage. You know, not to mention, you know, the quick draws, and that's actually a lot of damage. And this is just 4 minutes into the game. All the Clint has is that endless battle, you know, and then the Phobios has picked up the War Axe. The Sky Piercer picked up by the Hayabusa, and he has 3 kills. I'm guessing he had 1 kill before picking up the Sky Piercer, and now that he has the Sky Piercer, most likely he got 2 kills after. Which means those Sky Piercer stacks are really, you know, stacking up so far. Ling is going to go on to his blue buff. You can see here, actually so much attention is being paid to the gold lane, and that is the amount of damage I'm talking about. The damage output there from the Clints, very difficult to ignore. That was just, you know, the passive hit from him. Link here is actually keeping up in farm. He's still going to be level 8, you know, same as the Hayabusa. Seeing that the Hayabusa has had a better time altogether. Link here trying to flank the team here. Curse of Blood is going to connect onto 3 actually, but there's not going to be any follow up there. Aurora just, you know, zoning them out and, you know, doing causing a lot of havoc for them. But yeah, they're just going to defend that turret and retreat Clint. Ooh, that is going to be a very good find there by the Clint. Hanabi on Sujin going back. There is no Tempest of Blades for the Ling, and unfortunately he's going to fall. That is going to be Faram is coming to pick up the, you know, kill there on the Clint. It's a bit late. If he got there a bit earlier, maybe he would have been able to save, you know, his jungler, but unfortunately he couldn't do that, and that's going to be the jungler falling. Region Sandstorm just to disengage there. Both teams are actually playing. It's a bit random so far how both teams are playing. There doesn't seem to be a clear, you know, objective that they're trying to go for. Obviously Xenagogue is just trying to get Clint out of lane, you know, with the continuous ganks over and over again, trying to make sure that Hanabi, you know, does not really have space to farm. And so far they've done that well, but that's basically like the only thing we've seen from the side of Xenagogue. And Izanagi Alpha seems like they're fine, is good, respecting, you know, their opponent, but I think it's just a bit too much respect because it makes them to suddenly start playing too reactively. And yeah, that is going to be the mega kill there, picked up by Hayabusa. Is he going to get another kill? But no, the Curse of Blood comes out. Frigid Breath as just as Akali tries to re-engage with that Raging Sandstorm, is not going to, you know, connect onto anybody. Ling here is going to be stopped in his tracks, and that is going to be the Ling taken out, and the third turtle going freely to the side of Xenagogue. Very well played by them. As they take down the turret in the mid lane, another Netherrealm. The Netherrealms, I don't know, they don't seem to have been coming coming out at the right time so far. Always either too late or too early, and this time it just I don't think it was needed. There was nobody was low, nobody was dropping, but he just decided to use another realm anyway. I'm guessing that was probably just miscommunication from them, or probably a misclick. However, you can see here the Fulvius has not even been in much so far until this moment, just playing the lane game so far. It did have that very beautiful rotation in the early game. First thought would have helped them secure that monster kill, double kill for the Hayabusa, and with every kill, all I can see, oh, finally the Link does pick up a shortcut. That's going to be a lot of stacks, gone by the Hayabusa. I was going to say, all I can see as a Hayabusa keeps on picking up kills is how that Sky Piercer stacks is just going to keep on growing and growing and growing. Fortunately, the Link is able to pick up that shutdown kill, even though he traded that for his life, but at least a kill is a kill. That's a lot of gold that's going to go over to the Link, and hopefully that's going to help him get a bit more edge come the mid to late game. The Wrath of Dryad. Thank you, Cyan, in the chat for reminding me of what the, actually not even reminding me, I'm not sure I ever checked it out, but thank you for bringing that to my attention. And first lord of the game is going to spawn here, and I think it goes without saying that Xenagogue have the better advantage there. Even taking a look at the item, the Paramis, even though he has the book and the glowing one, the enchanted talisman and green one, I don't think there's much his team can do to contest this one, especially considering the fact that the Nether Realm has not really been able to provide that much value that they have probably been looking for in the game. And now Izanagi Alpha is forced to go back into the base and play tower defense. Fortunately for them, they still have the the holy defense up, the holy shields up. So worst case scenario, they lose all outer turrets, all remaining outer turrets, which is the one in the top lane. Seems Link here is going to try to clear that backline to see if he could delay the minions. However, there he's going to get spot out and pressure there. Flicker spent by the Khalid there. You can see the Nether Realm. This one actually was not bad as the amount of damage that was going to be dealt by the Hayabusa, even though it still came through. But yeah, they are going to see that's another kill there, and this time it's going to be picked up by Polo on the belly. That is 3 members for the side of Izanagi Alpha down. Another minion wave pushing in the mid lane, and I really don't think, I think this is going to be GG's. It's going to be very, very difficult for the side of Izanagi Alpha to defend this, as focus is going to be put on the crystal, and that is going to be game 1 secured by the side of Xenagogue. And it was a fairly, honestly, one-sided match. Throughout the game, it just seemed like there's something I say regularly. They just seemed to be playing reactively. They didn't really know what they wanted to do, so basically just waited for Xenagogue to make the move, and then they react to it over and over again, and that way you're just giving your opponent too much time to farm and make plays and things like that. And that's going to be game 1 from the match 2 between Xenagogue and Izanagi Alpha. And as you can see here, Izanagi Alpha not the best of 6. It's going to be 6-17 on the score count. They did I think they can do better, especially if they could just play a bit similar to what they did against RNK. And yeah, that was definitely more decisive. They seemed like they had a better grasp of what they were trying to do instead of letting the opponent decide their next moves. However, that's going to be game 1. We'll go on a short break and we will be back for game 2. Please stay with us, don't go anywhere.
Darkstars run deep.
Butterflies born by thy wish, guided by lantern's light.
The glacier's heart.
Hope will find a way, even when all is forlorn.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world.
Let's go!
Sand rises when I give the word.
I'm not the only one bound by these chains.
Trust. Alpha is online.
Mighty oaks from little acorns grow.
Alright, so we're going to be back here for the game 2 of match 2 between Izanagi Alpha and Xenagogue. You know, unfortunately we didn't start on time, so we're trying to get things done because it's pretty late right now. But moving on into the drafting phase, of course, quite respected. We're going to see that Belleric banned out. The Belleric banned out. Belleric, the Ling, and Jujin and Hylos all banned out by the side of Izanagi Alpha. And then for Xenagogue, you can see the Gato Kacha, the Ixia, the Sicilian Alpha, and the last ban being the Baumond. Baumond is, I think, in the second game versus RNK is what Izanagi Alpha, if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Baumond was actually picked, and that's what secured them the second game. And yeah, we're going to see Tig is going to be the final ban for the side of Izanagi Alpha. And now we're going to be looking at the fourth pick. Actually, the Fovios once again was let out. The Fovios, the Soyu, and the Vexana, 3 very solid picks right now in the meta. And I think just with these 3 picks alone, they have the potential to make life a little bit difficult for the side of Izanagi Alpha. However, in return, they now have, they have the They have the Irritel this time, who hopefully is able to, you know, make life a bit difficult, make it a bit tougher for them to catch up. Yeah, last two picks for the side of Izanagi Alpha is looking like they want to use their traits, trying to figure out which Roma they are going to be picking up here. The Leo mod is going to be the jungle for the side of Izanagi Alpha. Locked in pretty quickly. I don't think they needed any convincing there. And that's going to be the Leo mod jungle. And that's going to be comboed by the Lolita there. The Lolita here, I really, for now, I can't see too much value, you know, from that Lolita pick so far. I guess she will deflect some of the bullets that will be coming from Clint, but that's about it. There's not really anything more that she can get, you know, from it. But I guess she still has the Luminum Blast to work with, and you know, and all that. But that's pretty much it. So I really can't say I'm a fan, you know, of the Lolita pick into this. But yeah, now that is a pick that is definitely going to be causing a lot of problems. The Camilla plus the Vexana, literally, even if they are behind, they only need one good combo. Just one good ult from the Camilla is all it takes to send them back into the game. One good ult plus, you know, the chain damage that, you know, Vexana is able to provide. Anyhow, we are going to see how both teams are going to pull up the drafts, and we'll just move on to the loading screen and see how this goes. Alright, so this is going to be game 2, and we're going to see Leo mod here on that very beautiful Ducati skin. I don't know what he's, you know, trying to do, probably trying to go through the wall or something. But yeah, and yeah, so basically Soyu here, we're going to have Soyu starting on his blue buff, Danny on that Soyu, and you can see there that was a much better glare. Leo mod did get to his buff a bit late, so yeah, we're going to see him a bit delayed in that buff take right there. However, this time in the gold lane is going to be a different matchup, but you can see there a different matchup, but still the same damage, you know, from that Clint. But I think the Irritel should be able to hold her own in the early game against the Clint here. It does have better poke, has the potential to, you know, bully even more a very early gang here into the top lane, into the blue buff rather. And did he get that? Wow, that is going to be the blue buff secured by the blue buff and the first blood, and that's going to be a pause request there.
Fighting for, no one would ever know your name. Who are you waiting for? No one would be
after the pause was granted, hopefully we're going to see Leom or the Yuki back, but it doesn't seem like that. So I guess we'll just, while waiting, it's unfortunate that he's going to be having connection issues here, but yeah, we'll just hope it's back on time. Another pause is going to be granted just to, you know, give him more time to get back into the game here.
Fighting for no one would ever. Shadows are dark. One strike, I swear, but you would be alone when hope would be alone when hope was gathering together with the sword.
Alright, so seeing that Yuki is actually back and playing with us this time, it does have a bit of gold lead to cover here, unfortunately, because of the early game disadvantage that he had. Game 1 was taken by the side of Xenagogue, so it's going to be a 1-0 lead for the side of Xenagogue. It's a best of 2, so this is going to be the final game. Hopefully Izanagi Alpha are going to try and see if they can pull one game back and get that 3 points as they really need, because they are currently at the bottom side of the table here. And I think, yeah, you can see here the Soyu is already at level 13 compared to the level 9 of the Yuki, which means there isn't going to be any neutral objective contest to be won by that Cause Blood here. Actually catches 3 Soyu, dives in with the immortal form, and is going to get a pretty good server onto the guys at the back here. Look at the amount of damage that Soyu is dealing right now. Pardon me, I said Loyi, but that Soyu is actually doing a disgusting amount of. That's a double kill here. I think if you take a look at the items here, yeah, he does have that Sky Piercer stacks, just stacking up there. He does have the Hunter Strike also, and that War Axe, that's 3 items. The gold difference between him and his counterpart is nearing 3k gold lead just on the both of them alone. Overall, there's over 8k gold lead between these two sides, and it's going to take a miracle for Izanagi Alpha to come back into this one. You can see here Aurora, not even the Pride of Eyes can save her from that from that onslaught from the side of Xenagogue. Fine, you might want to say it could be attributed to the early game disadvantage that they had, but yeah, there's just not anything you can do about that right now. Best you can do is just sit in your base, pray that Xenagogue makes a mistake or overextends, gets cocky. Complacency is usually where the problem comes from when you have this much of a lead coming into the game. But we should all remember that a point in time will come if you don't end the game on time where the gold lead is not going to matter anymore, and it will just be up to your macro skills, and which team can play the better game. But hopefully Izanagi Alpha, I guess they will be looking at getting to that point of the game where the gold lead won't matter. But Xenagogue on the other hand will be looking to end this game as soon as possible to maintain a spot in that top side of the league. And I think we can already see by the way they are going to charge in with the first Lord. Actually, this is the first Lord of the game that they're going to be looking at. They're already setting their eyes on the crystal, focusing on that base, killing spree as the clinch is going to be taken down, but they are just going to focus on the base and take game 2 of today's match rather convincingly. Yeah, I guess this one you can't fault Izanagi Alpha too much. There are factors beyond their control, in the connection and things like that. However, we just hope that come the matches are going to be played subsequently, they are going to find a way to fix that, or get someone with a better connection to play those games. But yeah, good game to both teams, Izanagi Alpha and Xenagogue. Xenagogue as usual showing how dominant they can be, whether the network is good or not. So I guess that will be all from me, Pixels. Please do not forget to like the stream. We do apologize for every technical issue that we had in the early game, and we are doing doing our best, doing the very best to see if we could fix that and bring you guys the best broadcast from the Mobile Legends Nigeria Season 4. But that is going to be all. First game will be 1-1, the first game between Alpha Zeros and El Cartel. But yeah, that's going to be 1-1. It was a draw, with Alpha Zeros not being able to secure the second game. And then in this game, it's going to be a 2-0 favoring the side of Xenagogue. Thank you once again, everyone who joined us. Thank you for joining. Please do like the stream, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next match. Thank you. I remain your Pastor Pixels. Good night and have a good one.